is Hilda Basson-Namundjebo, and I'm a Namibian entrepreneur, and I work in the spaces of oil and gas consulting, public relations communications, and a bunch of other things. I'm really excited to be at the Namibia Oil and Gas Conference 2024. It's been a fascinating experience, an empowering experience. I really was intentional about attending the master classes yesterday on the first day of the conference. And the quality of engagement was just on another level for me. And I also think because the groups were smaller, you can make more and better contacts and connections with people. And as a result, I came away with quite a number of business cards, which resulted in actual real conversations. So it's not just an exchange of business cards, but you can actually have conversations. And when you have these conversations, you learn. It's quite astonishing to learn from countries like Ghana, specifically when you think that Ghana has been here for the last 40 years. They've been doing oil exploration and production. We are the new kid on the block. What can we learn from them? You learned islands specifically from Angola. And what was interesting yesterday was the possibility of regional value chains that we could work together as a continent, that we could source procurement collectively, that just because somebody's in another country doesn't mean that we cannot do business. Probably like a supply chain, which is an African supply chain, an inventory database. I was fascinated with the idea of an inventory database across Africa, so that you know that if somebody needs a drill bit in Angola, but somebody has access in Ghana, I could possibly do an agreement just to have that more quickly available, and then I can replace that a little later. I found those kinds of conversations very, very interesting. Then, obviously, for me, the reason why I'm here particularly is we've recently initiated the process called Wells to Wheels, which is a national initiative that speaks about oil and gas companies from the moment that they start drilling. So from the moment they explore and until the wheels of the economy turns as a consequence of that investment in the country. What the concern is, obviously, is that we've announced in 2022 that Namibia has discovered oil, and Namibians are beginning to wonder. And I think specifically the Ghanaians also said the same thing. People still wonder in Ghana, how is it making my life better? How is it improving my life? And so Wells to Wheels for us is filling that gap. It's managing expectations, perhaps the expectations that you hold on oil and gas and what it would do for your life. They are not realistic. Maybe they are different. Can you recognize how are they different, and can you then make yourself available to benefit from it in that manner? Perhaps it's not cash that you would have in your hand, but perhaps it's scholarship opportunities that you would have. It's educational opportunities that you may have. And then the emphasis on engineers and the emphasis on apprenticeships. That was another one that was outstanding for me. So with Wells to Wheels, we want to profile these opportunities. Where are these apprenticeships available? What are the qualifications you have to have so that you can participate in these apprenticeships? Procurement opportunities. Generally, international oil companies advertise at a certain platform. How can we make those advertisements available to ordinary Namibians? Job opportunities like chefs, which are being looked for, cleaners, security, etc. How can those opportunities be made known to Namibians so that they can apply for it and so that they can then have an opportunity to work in that space? That's what Wells to Wheels is. It's really about managing expectations so that people know what is this oil and gas discovery going to mean for Namibia, and how can I be a participant in that, so that nobody, like President Hage Geingob said, nobody should feel left out. That's what we're trying to do.